I'm a firm believer. You can believe any way you want to. I'm a Christian, love the Lord, and I have my quiet time every day and where I pray and read the Bible and do all that stuff. But I'm telling you right now, personal growth is the biggest factor. In my books, I talk about personal growth all the time. I think it's paramount because, guys, I grew up in the ghettos. I had no dad in my life. My mom worked in a sewing factory or a school cafeteria. There were 2 murders and a rape within 7 houses of us, lots of drugs and violence. The only reason I didn't get involved in the drug scene was I was a basketball player and I loved sports, and I knew that I'd get kicked off my team, and I loved the team enough that it kept me at least most of the way on the straight and narrow. And, but that's how I grew up. I grew up with a ghetto mentality, guys. The people I was running with, the neighborhood I lived in, it was a ghetto mentality. Well, you got to understand, and I said it a minute ago, but our circumstances are because of our actions, and our actions are because of our thoughts. I mean, I had to change the way I thought because, I mean, to me, my gosh, if I had $20, I was doing it back then, I didn't realize that there was more to life. I was probably in high school, Tim, before I ever realized that, people had nice houses and stuff, because the neighborhood I grew up in, we just all kind of stayed in that neighborhood. And I just thought that's how life was. I thought your neighbors always got out in the backyard and acted crazy and did stuff. But, because of the upbringing, then I realized after a while, I went to a cousin of mine named Manny Carter. I have a huge extended family, huge, lots of cousins. And, but most of them didn't accomplish a whole lot. I love them to death, but they didn't accomplish a lot. But I had one cousin that accomplished a lot. And Manny was a millionaire. I mean, very successful, great guy. Still to this day is my role model. And I went to Manny and I said, Manny, you're successful. I want to be like you. What do I need to do? And Manny's the one that basically told me that I had to grow. I had to change the way I was thinking. I had to do all that. And that's where I went into that. When I closed the meeting, you got to read, guys. I mean, I've got an audiobook program on my phone. If I'm working out, I'm listening. If I'm driving in the car, I'm listening. If I'm doing stuff around the house, I'm listening. I'm putting good stuff in my mind. At night before I go to bed, I don't watch that time-wasting electronic income reducer. I'm watching some Stephen Covey or some Les Brown or somebody that's teaching me how to live better, how to do better, how to be a better person. And then, guys, I'm telling you right now, here's my theory on negative people. If you're negative, my legs still work. I'm out of here. I'm not going to be around negative people. I'm just not, because my life is too short for them to pull me down. Because understand, whoever you run with rubs off on you. And if I'm running with negative people are rubbing off on me. If I'm running with positive people, winners in life, that's rubbing off on me. I used to pull my basketball team together, Tim, in the beginning of the year, and I'd talk to them about everything, but I'd always look at them and I'd say, guys, you show me who you run with, and I'm going to show you who you are or who you're going to be. That applies to us, guys. You show me who you run with, and I'm going to show you who you are or who you're going to be. Guys, we need to pick our friends very, very carefully.